Добрый вечер, дорогие друзья. Начинаем самую грустную секцию, потому что
Dear friends, we are starting the final section. We worked a lot during 2.5 days. We listened to more than 60 presentations, very interesting. Many have presentations. We've discussed very important topics, AI and human being, how to interact, how we interact in building digital future, how we'll develop AI system, psychological and moral aspects. We've discussed creative industries in digital era. We talked about supporting indigenous languages. We talked about cyber hygiene and in education and security in digital era. And recently, we finished the roundtable information technologies for language development. Topics were interesting. We had premium of Evgeny Kuzmin. We awarded this. We awarded Natalia Komarova, and many other international experts have been awarded with this prize. Those experts who actually contributed to the development of information technologies. Once again, we can applaud them. From the beginning of this year, the Khanty-Mansi administration, the previous governor and present governor, they've been quite active in organizing this conference. Just one example, Alexei Gennadievich, during 3 months, organized the meetings of organizing committee, 8 or 10 meetings of organizing committee. And during the last 2 weeks, she said that they work 24/7, and it was true. On behalf of organizing committee, on my behalf, on behalf of our partners, on behalf of the participants, I'd like to thank Khanty-Mansi government. I'd like to thank new governor Ruslan Nikolaevich, who was present at the beginning, and all the we have representatives of the local authorities participating in all meetings. And I'd like to give the floor to Alexei Gennadievich Zabazlaev, first deputy governor of Khanty-Mansi Autonomous District, and he will tell us final words. Thank you, Sergei Dmitryevich. Well, it's not that easy for me to say final words, but I'd like to congratulate everybody with the celebration of the 6th conference, Information Communication for All colleagues, all those who participated, and those who worked at the forum conference. They said that agenda was very rich and diverse, and on behalf of Ruslan Nikolaevich, our governor, would like to thank the Intergovernmental Council Information for All for this opportunity to share the UGRA experience in implementing digital projects aimed at maintaining our unique culture and our languages. And now a couple of words about areas which I would like to mention. First area, information literacy. It's a key notion for a UNESCO program, Information for All. In this region, we pay a lot of attention to the digital literacy of our people. Couple of words, the computer literacy. We are training in this area starting from 2006, and we trained more than 100,000 of persons living in my region. So we annually train about 15,000 of persons, and more than 8,000 of persons have been trained from the beginning of this year. And next, the problem of digital inequality, to give access to our population to internet. It's a huge task for us. We have a lot of territories distant from Khanty-Mansiysk city. Not a lot of people living there, but for us, each and every person living in Yugra of high value. Today, practically 100% of in 183,000 villages use cellular phones, and they have a very fast access to internet. We've shared with you information about the project in 2018, IT Nomad Camp, and as part of this project, we give access to our indigenous people, give access to internet, those who live in Nomad Camp. For the 7 years, we've give access to 3.5 thousand persons living in traditional areas. We gave them access to internet. Another 9 such nomad camps will be established this year. They are located in Arctic zones of our country. I believe that decisions and recommendations which will be the result of the conference and which will be part of Yugra Memorandum of 2024 will be implemented like in the past. We pay a lot of attention to this, and I also would like to thank all the participants who found time to participate at our conference. Especially, I'd like to thank to Sergei Dmitrievich. Your task was quite heavy, quite difficult, and we thank all my previous colleagues who actually supported this conference in the past. The conference is a success. So thanks a lot to all of you, and I invite you to come back here in 2025. We will organize that conference, no doubt about that, using the same format. And the last sentence was the most important one. And everybody will start getting prepared for the next conference. I'd like to give the floor to our great friend. And yesterday we discussed how long we are friends, more than 15 years. Professor of Moscow Lomonosov University, High Commissioner and Deputy General Secretary of Eurasian Organization of Economic Cooperation, ex-ambassador of Benin in Russia, Gabriel Chiltan. And not all positions have been mentioned. Once again, good afternoon, dear friends. As Sergei said, unfortunately, what is good finishes quite fast. And our conference comes to an end. The 6th conference, Information and Communication in Digital Era, a tangible and intangible impact under the auspices of UNESCO. The conference was a success. The conference was interesting. That's why, with your permission, I'd like once again to thank the government of Khanty-Mansiysk Autonomous Region. I'd like to thank acting governor of Yugra, and especially I'd like to thank my close friend Sergei Bakaykin, Anastasia, who is present here. I'd like to thank the organizing committee for excellent work done during all these 6 years. And I'd like also to thank those dear foreign guests who especially came here to support this event. Dear friends, thank you, dear friends, for supporting the conference. Unfortunately, our close friends, such Evgeny Ivanovich Kuzmin and Adam Samseko, are no longer with us. I do remember that last year, when we finished the conference, we actually went back to Moscow on board of the same plane, and in the airport he took off a bracelet and gave it to me and said, "Gabriel, next year we will meet again." That's how it happens in our life. Let them rest in peace. We will never forget about them. It's a real pleasure to say that our conference has converted in a platform for talented, interesting people, a platform for concentration of smart and creative persons. Friends, today Russia becomes a world leader in many areas, and one of this area is education in Russian universities. This is information and communication impact of a positive nature. Friends, now we are entering a new world. There are a lot of reasons why, but all these reasons became catalyzers for the fact that Russia again becomes mediator in international affairs, and in this context, digital transformation is a tool to achieve global important aims. Among them, it's a global security, second, sustainable development, and third, social and economic equality. Those are new challenges which the entire humanity is facing. So we shall test our skills, our professional skills, because digitalization, it's not a resource, it's also a challenge, also a problem or task for the entire humanity. Dear colleagues, let us be even better than we are now today. In order, with our own example, to inspire our partners, in order to create a solid professional community, a digital transformation is worth while the discussion even outside our conference, to discuss it every day, and that's why I propose to create an international working group with the agenda of our conference, which will deal with tangible and intangible impact of digital age. I believe that our initiative has been supported already by our experts, and thus this was the first step which we needed to make. Everything else will be added. Well, we have different fingers, as we say in Africa, but our palm is the same. So in diversity is the huge importance of our friendship. I'm proud of this conference. Thank you, thank you, Russia, my motherland. Thank you, Yugra. Thank you to each and all of you. Thank you to us, and see you at the 7th conference. Thank you. As always, it was a poetical speech. Our conference is part of 15th IT Fora, and it was 75 years when Russia joined UNESCO. We celebrated it this year, and Russia is now chairman in BRICS. And I'd like to give the floor to the professor, to the dean of the humanitarian chair our good friend Rao Prabhakar Jandial, the participant of all conferences we organized.
Participants, this is my sixth time I am participating in this conference. And I am happy to note that all the papers, all the presentations that have been made in this conference are original. All the presentations that have been made in this conference are original, and also they are modern in the sense that they have been actually prepared basing on the application of modern technologies to the languages and cultures. At the same time, the participants, what I have observed from the papers, they are also very much conscious about the impact of technologies, especially AI, on languages, on the society, and on the psychology of the human beings, and how these technologies can bring are bringing homogenization instead of making actually say supporting the sustainability of the linguistic diversity and multilingualism. So in that sense, this conference is not only the application of technologies to the cultures and languages, but also what are the implications of misuse or overuse of technologies. So the participants are very conscious about it. That is a very good thing that we have to note in this conference. And what the takeaway that we are taking, at least I am taking from this conference, is that I am glad to inform you that yesterday we had a small meeting with me and Professor Alexander Sharikov and Julio, that we are going to have a project within the framework of BRICS. We will have a project on use of chat GPT in the universities and how students are using. Practically, the idea emanates from Professor Alexander Sharikov's paper in this conference. So we are working out on this project, and in the next conference, maybe we will come up with the results of the project. So it is not only the Anchimanchi's government is preparing for the next conference, we are also started preparing with our paper in the next conference if we will be invited. Okay, so thank you very much. And before concluding, I would like to thank the government of Anchimanchis for making this, for inviting us, and also IFAP Russia, as I have mentioned in my last speech also, that one of the active IFAP in the globe. So I congratulate them for the successful conduct of this conference. And once again, I thank people of the Hanchimanchis for this event. Thank you.
Спасибо, профессор. Но вот уже
Thank you, Professor. Well, this is a practical result, the creation of your team, project team. And now I give the floor to the Executive Director of the Project of African Linguistic Technologies, Tunde Agibave.
Thank you very much. I'd like to start by thanking you for the opportunity to be at this meeting. It's been such a eye-opener. I've been struck yet again by the commonality in the problems that beset humans. Various people from various parts of the world expressing their experiences, and I see in these experiences a commonality in the hierarchies in which more dominant languages kind of put pressure on less languages used by lower populations. It's all over the world. And it strikes me that these commonalities become a kind of strength for us to address this problem as humans. We have to use the humanity in us to address these problems in such a way that we are not the worst of it. We will continue to engage this. Humans have been making tools for millions of years, but somehow there's something drastically different in the kind of tools that are now emerging, more so IT into artificial intelligence. We are going through experiences that we are not totally prepared for. We don't have background to deal with them. And I repeat again that all we have at our disposal is this, our commonality in our humanity, to be able to look at the problem together. And that is the most strategic approach by which we can solve these problems. Well, let me once again thank the government of County Mansis for making this possible. The first time I came to Russia was in 2011, and I've remained a friend of this movement. And I believe there's a lot that we can get out of this, and just thank again the government of County Mansis for making this possible. I would also want to thank Sergey, Anastasia, who have worked very hard to make this possible, the communications over and over and over again until this came to be. Thank you very much. And I will not finish without giving tribute to the memory of Evgeny and Adama, who are great individuals, great thought leaders in the world, who are no more with us. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Thank you very much.
Да, многие отмечали, что
Yes, many mentioned that we miss these people you mentioned, but we will do our best to maintain the level of our work, of the solution of problems and the processes they actually launched, and at each and every conference to raise this level. And now I give the floor to the head of the section of cooperation between Cameroon and the East European countries, Maria Bekeme. You have the floor.
Thank you for giving me the floor. It's not my first time here in Kontimonski. It's my third time. And every time when I come here, I'm very, very happy because I'm like in the home. I'm very happy every time when I come to this city. And I'm going to join to the participants to say thank you to the authorities of this beautiful city for the successful of this organization of this Mayor World event. What I'm doing to note that of this event, artificial intelligence has become indispensable and capable today. So it's important to have this kind of space to discuss what's at stake for us and for future generations. Having reached the end of our 7th international conference, tangible and intangible impact of information communication in the digital age held in this beautiful city, on this Tuesday, artificial intelligence has become indispensable, what I'm saying. The conference focused on a number of themes of all these topics have a common achievement of human being. I hope that all the discussion of all the work we are doing are going to have an impact of this human being. Thank you. Спасибо.
All issues which we've discussed and all problems which we touched upon actually well, AI is, well, it's understandable. One cannot live without it. And everybody now is thinking about future projects, same like us. But what is most important is to avoid a situation when AI will be the final level of decision making. And now I will be ready to applaud. It's a rather complicated procedure because in organizing the conferences, for organizing this conference, we have a lot of colleagues who participated in this. First of all, I'd like on our behalf to thank presenters and participants who came from countries which are quite far away from us. You know the logistical problems which we are facing presently, and it's a big deal to come here. So thank you for coming here. But I think it's worthwhile. I'd like to thank Khanty-Mansi government. I'd like to thank Alexei Gennadievich. He is the #1 person at our conference. For many years, he supports our conference. Without efforts of Alexei Gennadievich and his team, we won't be able to organize this. Now the team.
Special thanks for the work of the officials from Ministry of Information Technologies and our beautiful lady Galina Viktorovna Mikhailova. Many thanks also on behalf of all of us. You valued this for these 3 days, good logistics, good food. I would like to thank officials from Ugra Expo and volunteers for a very serious but necessary labor. I also would like to thank technical services. They work without any hiccups. At last conference, we got the information that there were a lot of computer attacks, no hiccups, everything works perfectly. So technical service, thank you very much. Special thanks, we don't see them, to our interpreters, because their hard labor, hard efforts, they always say, because you can hear not what you are saying, but what they are saying. That is why many thanks to interpreters. And of course, just a cherry on the pie, within these 6 months, I have been working very hard, 7/24 with the Russian foreign participants. This is my colleague Anastasia. And in the end, by the end of this conference, we will draft the final document, and I believe in the working procedure, we will provide the opportunity for foreign and Russian participants to enter the editorial group. And maybe in a month's time, we will send a draft to you for your consideration. And after a month's time, we will provide this at the international level. It will be translated in all official UNESCO languages and disseminated throughout the world. Once again, thank you very much. We are not saying farewell, we are saying goodbye till next conference. All the best.
Дорогие друзья, я думаю, что Сергей
I believe Sergei Dmitrovich also deserves some applause.
Где мы Dear foreign participants, we will have lunch at the Terray Hotel. So the bus is waiting for you.